What if I told you that the biggest story of the 2026 FIFA World Cup isn't Argentina, Brazil, France or England, it's actually Africa. For decades, African football has been called the sleepy giant of world football. Every 4 years, fans hope that this will finally be the tournament where an African nation would make history. In 2026, that dream become a reality in a way nobody expected. African teams don't just participate, they competed with confidence, defeated some of the world's strongest nations and proved that they belong among football's highlights. For Morocco continue rise to South Africa unforgettable campaign, from Senegal consis ten cy to the incredible performance of Cape Verde, Ghana, Egypt, Algeria, DR Congo and Cote d'Ivoire. Africa has announced to the world that its football revolution is here. Welcome back to Canada Football TV. If you are new here, subscribe, like this video and let's celebrate one of the greatest moments in African football history, how Africa changed the tournament. The expanded 42-team World Cup gave Africa more opportunities than ever before, but many football experts believe African teams would simply make up to the number. Instead, African nations became one of the biggest success stories of the tournament. They played fearless football, they defended with discipline, they attacked with confidence. Most importantly, they believed that they could beat anyone. Every match showed the world that African football has matured. No long no longer are African teams seen as dangerous outsiders. Today, they are genuinely contenders. Morocco continue to inspire. Ever since their historic run to the semi-final in 2022, Morocco has carried the hope of African football. Many people wondered if that achievement was just a once-in-a-life miracle. The answer in 2026 has been clear: it was no accident. Morocco once again demonstrated tactical discipline, defensive organisation and attacking quality. Every opponent knew they were facing one of the best teams in the tournament. The Atlas Lions have become a symbol of what African football can achieve with proper planning, strong leadership and belief. South Africa first stage. One of the biggest stories of the tournament belongs to South Africa. Bafana surprised millions of football fans by reaching the knockout stage. Few people predicted such a performance before the tournament, but through teamwork, determination and smart football, South Africa earned worldwide respect. Their journey has not inspired young football ac Their journey has inspired young football across Africa to believe that anything is possible. Senegal remain a powerhouse. Senegal once again proved that why they are one of the African most consis ten t football nations. With experienced players, tactical discipline and winning mentality, they competed against top class opposition without fear. This consis ten cy doesn't happen by luck, it is the result of years of investment in youth football, coaching and player development. The rise of Cape Verde, Ghana, Egypt, Algeria, DR Congo and Cote d'Ivoire. One of the most exciting parts of this World Cup has been seeing more African nations making headlines. Cape Verde shocked many football fans with fearless performance. Ghana reminded the world by why the Black Stars have always been one of the African proud football nations. Egypt displayed experience and quality. Algeria bounced back strongly after previous disappointment. DR Congo showed resilience and determination. Cote d'Ivoire demonstrated why they remain among African football giants. Together, those nations have shown that African football is no longer dependent on one or two strong teams. The continent now has depth. When Africa is now competing with the best, so what has changed? Firstly, African players are now competing every week in European biggest league. Secondly, football academies across Africa continue to produce world-class talent. Thirdly, coaching has improved significantly. Finally, belief. The biggest face the biggest difference is confidence. African players no longer enter World Cup hoping to cause an upset. They enter believing they can win. That mindset changed everything. What this means for the future. The success of the success of African football in 2026 will inspire millions of young boys and girls across the continent. Government may invest more in football. Sponsors may increase their support. Scouts will pay even greater attention to African football. The next generation will grow up believing that winning the World Cup is possible. The dream is becoming reality. Could an African team win the World Cup? This is the question every football fan is asking. After everything we've seen in 2026, the answer is no longer impossible. If African nations continue developing their youth system, improving domestic league and maintaining strong coaching structure, lifting the FIFA World Cup trophy could become reality in the near future. The gap between African and traditional football power continues to shrink. History is being written before our eyes. Africa has made history, the world is watching, the respect has been earned, and this could be only the beginning of an on and this could be only the beginning of an even greater era of African football. Now I want to hear from you. Which African team has impressed you the most at 2026 FIFA World Cup? Who has been your player of the tournament? And who do you believe an African nation will win the FIFA World Cup one day? Leave your answer in the comment below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notification. This is Kenny Black Football TV.